problem is I am saying Muhammad is a pedophile.
I wouldn't say it's a problem. I just want to understand what makes you say that he is a pedophile.
Yeah. So, where did you hear that I said that?
I saw it on a video.
So I love to see the video. Actually, I never verbalized it like that.
Okay.
But I do have a problem.
Yeah.
Or let's work this together.
Yeah.
Let's work this together.
Yeah.
So, would you?
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who is like old? So what would you say to someone who is having sex with a child while he is like in his 30s, 40s, 50s?
Absolutely wrong right now.
So it's absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
How old are you, sir?
33.
33. If you are having sex with a child, what label would be used for you if you are having sex with a child?
Okay. You see, you know what it is now? Look, we're talking about these times right now, yeah? Just 100 years ago, in this country, do you know what the legal age was to marry a girl? Just 100 years ago. It was 12, 13, just 100 years ago, yeah? So we're talking 1400 years ago, yeah? He married her, yes, at 9. Some say 18, some say 9. A lot of, Shamsi and these, like they say 9, yeah? But if we say he did marry her at 9, her parents agreed with it, yeah? And please don't think, yeah, that a 9-year-old girl now was the same as a 9-year-old girl then.
So,
because it's a bit different,
You said your name is Abdullah.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit disappointed you simply ignored my question. My question was, what label would you put to someone? You are 33 years old. If you have sex with a child, what is the label for that?
Give him a pedophile.
Pedophilia.
Yes,
Okay,
right now,
so that is the label in 21st century. If someone, man who has sex with a child, that is the label you would use. Okay.
In 21st century,
In the Quran, Muhammad is identified as the best example to humanity and then perfect pattern for people to follow.
Yes.
Who is best example to humanity and perfect pattern to follow, thinks it's all right for him to climb the top of a child and have sex. In 2020, that is called pedophilia. Okay, that's the word you use for it. I can't even pronounce the word because I don't use those words for Muhammad. Okay, that's the first point. Second point is, do you think is that good example for your prophet to practice such a thing?
Okay, look, we're talking 1400 years ago. Right now, in this day and age, if a 30-year-old man was to get married to a 12-year-old girl and have sex with her, yes, it wouldn't be accepted because of her age.
So am I right to understand you believe Muhammad's supposed to stay in 7th century with the Quran?
Look, 100 years ago, in this country, in England, how old was the age to get married to a girl? Do you know?
Sir, let me respond. Let me respond. You came in the intention that you wanted to seriously know why I call Muhammad pedophilia, which I don't. But in 21st century, that will be the label for him, and then he would go to prison. Actually, no, he wouldn't go to prison because he would be people would be identified as Islamophobia. He would be able to get away with that. So let me respond. Let me respond, sir. Sir, let me respond. Sir, let me respond. It is not about what people do today, what people did 100 years ago. Okay?
It is.
Just a moment. It is not about what the kings do. It is not about what the president do. The question is, no one, as a Muslim, you do not put your faith on president. As a Muslim, as a Christian, I do not put my faith in the Queen or the people who lived before me. I am responsible to put my faith on Lord Jesus Christ. And as a Muslim, you are supposed to follow a man called Muhammad. But your prophet, whom supposed to be best example at all times, unless you disagree with me, taught it was all right for him to do that. And that's not only enough, which you are saying, oh, that was in that time, it was acceptable. But he put Surah 65 verse 4 into the Quran for people like you to not only have sex with a child, but also divorce that child whom they just had a sex. And in 21st century, Surah 65 verse 4 would go under the term you used for your prophet, which no one can condemn it
Show me
because
where it says
everyone would be identified
Can
as
you show me where it
Islamophobia.
says
Surah 65 verse 4. Can you
got
open
it.
up your Quran?
Can you open up yours?
Don't you have a Quran on your phone?
But you know when you said about Jesus, is the
Sir,
Lord, yeah?
sir,
I believe Jesus was a Muslim, you know.
I am happy to deal with that because Jesus was very bad Muslim, but I want you to first explain it to me. Surah 65 verse 4 and also the actions of Muhammad.
Can I show you one? Mary, this is At-Tarim, whose body was
65 verse 4.
Surah 65 verse 4.
So God breathed into Mary's body.
Such are your women
Jesus was
as have passed
Can
the age
you
of
can you
monthly
speak a
courses.
little bit louder for me?
For them is the prescribed period. If you have no doubt in 3 months, for those who have no
Sir,
doubt,
do you mind reading a little bit slow and louder for me?
for those who carry
Oh Mary, Allah gives you glad tidings of a word from him. His name is the Messiah, Jesus.
I think
So Jesus
verse 4,
So,
verse 5.
no, Surah 65 verse 4, the verse I want to bring your attention, can you read it a little bit louder for
Yeah,
me?
you read it, go
No,
on.
no, it is your book. You wouldn't be ashamed of reading it. Can you read it and then explain it to me?
No.
So tell me
It doesn't
what
have-
kind of
it
people
doesn't-
group the book is talking about.
It doesn't have anything to do with what you just said there. You're
So
saying
it is not talking.
you're saying
It is not
promotes-
talking. It is not talking about marrying and divorcing kids.
No.
No. Okay, can you read it for me and correct me?
Look, show me where you say it says
Sir,
that.
sir,
No, no.
it
Look,
is
look,
it
man.
is in your hand.
Yeah, you
Would
read
you
it, go on,
mind
read it.
reading?
Go on, read
So
it,
you
go
don't? Do you mind if I hold
Yeah,
it
go
and
on,
read
go
it?
on, read it, go on.
And then Jesus appeared on earth. He took on
Such of your woman as, sorry, it's gone.
So Jesus has no human form. Jesus is unique.
Such of your woman as have passed the age of monthly courses, for them the prescribed period, if you have any doubt, is 3 months. Who are those people?
So do you know any Christians that are out there?
Well, see, that's just not describing which people. Why did
So
you
no,
say
no.
which
So
people
who,
is?
tell me who is this people group?
I don't know which them people are.
So the verse is talking about people group, and you didn't even understand which people group verse is talking. Can you press
label
again?
it- You label it with the people.
Yes, I am.
don't
Sir,
say
I
here,
haven't
don't-
finished. I haven't finished
It don't
yet.
say that there,
I
doesn't
haven't finished yet. I just want to see if you understood it. You came to me to.
Yeah.
You came to me in the intention
Okay, go on.
to bring up honor and dignity of your prophet higher.
Yes.
So who are the people group who says your woman as have passed the age of monthly courses? Who are those people?
The one that passed the stage there.
Yeah, who are
I
those?
don't know any. It's the ones who are past the stage, innit?
So who are those? What kind of people are they?
Well, why are you asking me for? Look, it said they, whichever one's past that place, it's them, innit?
That's not a place, sir. That is the timeline.
Yes.
So in the life, it seems I have to do one-to-one biology to you as well. Let's break it down. So first group, which I ask you, which you seem still not understanding
Look,
well.
your main
it
point
is told,
is, yeah,
let me
your- no,
finish.
no, listen,
let
you've
me
been
finish.
talking, your main
Let me
point is
finish.
that, yeah, why
that's
did he
the
marry
people.
a
That's the
9-year-old?
woman.
That's what you're
That's
saying,
the
innit?
woman. That's the woman who is old now and they cannot have their periods. Okay, that will be probably your mom or your grandmother. Okay, so ideally, like that would be like woman in their 50s or 60s or something like that. Okay, so that's the first group. Who is the second group? Who is the
Putting
second
at the
group?
verse there.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the first group. It was saying if you are doubting, then give them 3 months waiting. 3 months they need to wait so that we know that they are pregnant or not pregnant.
Yeah.
And then after that, and then says, and those who have not menstruated. So who are those people?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
So
It
what
seems
are
like,
the
It seems like
options?
you know.
Yeah, I know. What are the other options?
Yeah.
So in first group, it is talking about the women
Yeah.
who are old, they cannot have their periods anymore. In the second group, it is talking about people who are yet to have their period. And then it says you give them 3 months of waiting period. And then it goes on, and then it is talking about a pregnant woman. So, I don't want to be the one who teach you one-to-one biology, but
Well, you're not
what
gonna be the
kind
one.
of
You're not gonna be the one.
what
anyway.
kind of age group would be someone who is yet to have her period? You know what is period?
Look, as I said to you, yeah, if he married her at 9, yes, he did. Yes, but the thing is, 100 years ago in this country, how old we have to be to get married?
My friend, I have a 14-year-old wife from Albania and I'm 25. Is that a problem?
No, but that's what I'm saying, innit? That's what I'm trying
Because
to
she
make her
has
understand.
period.
I'm trying to make her understand is that, yeah, a 9-year-old...
Can I just get attention?
in Albania.
He's got 14 years old. He's married with 14 years old. So that's something
What's
different.
the problem? In
So-
Albania,
so-
I can.
Oh, well done to you. So now,
You have problem?
So now,
but look,
no,
look,
sir,
100 years
sir,
ago-
I am not talking about 100 years ago. I'm not talking.
about... I'm
So
talking
You are
about-
not
No,
listening.
no, no,
You are
no,
not
no, no.
listening.
You've
You
been
are not
talking for the
listening.
last 10
So,
minutes non-stop.
Surah 65 verse
talking for the
4.
last 10 minutes
Is it
non-stop.
not to you today?
As I told you...
Surah 65 verse 4.
Yeah.
Should it be part of the Quran or not?
Of course it should be. Are you crazy?
So if it's supposed to be in the part of the Quran, if it is not there, then I am crazy, okay?
Yeah.
So in the part of the Quran, it is telling you are divorcing those who are yet to reach their period. So 14 years old,
Why you-
14 years old
Can you show me that
is having
verse says
her
that?
period.
But why are you on
Does the 3 years old child have her period?
Are you asking me a son?
Does the 3 years old child? How can that be silly question, sir? 3 years old child. Does she have period or not?
Child have a period, and I said that's a silly question. She goes, how is that a silly question?
Okay, so they don't have their
Give her
periods.
the benefit of the
No,
doubt.
I don't.
What is she saying? Can she show us?
You know what it is?
Still bombing kids in Syria.
She's saying, yeah, that Muhammad, yeah, he's a pedophile, yeah. So I says to her, 100 years ago, what was the law of this land? But she keeps driving away from that. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
very important.
And listen, he had enemies, didn't he? Yes or no?
important.
Did the Prophet had enemies? Yes
He
or
made
no?
the enemies. He
Okay,
called
did
pagans
any of
very
them-
nasty.
did any of them call him a pedophile?
So let me verbalize
Did any-
something
No,
to you.
no, I'm
Sir,
talking
don't
now.
play that game with me now.
I'm not playing
Surah
no games.
65.
I'm saying to you is, yeah,
Surah
his
65.
enemies didn't call him a pedophile 1400 years ago, so who are you?
Of course.
So
Who I am? My name is Hatum. I am Christian. I am Christian, and I believe it is wrong for man who is 54 years old to have sex with a child
Now-
who
now-
was 9 years
now-
old,
But
and
why
then
is the
that
child
wasn't
very
enough.
different?
That
Okay.
wasn't
Somebody
enough.
with
He was
menstruation
fondling
is
her.
not
He
a
was
child.
tightening her.
Now-
That
now
is
biologically-
disgusting, sickening,
Someone who
and
menstruated
sickening.
biologically is not a
Now,
child.
now,
Biologically, somebody
so,
who
sir,
menstruates
get
is
on
not
the
a
line. I
child.
will talk to you.
Somebody who
Yeah.
menstruates
Not a
biologically
child.
is not a child.
Give me your evidence.
Because the law
Give me
can
your
change.
evidence. Give me your
Over
evidence.
here, next year we can have
9 years old child, 9 years old child just had her period,
Texas right
and
or is
according
UK
to
right?
this
Which one is
gentleman,
wrong?
she's not child anymore.
Look, in this day and age, yeah, in this day and age,
She
no one's
just
gonna
had
do it.
her period.
You
Her
always come and
boobs,
talk the
her
same
boobs
BS.
did not develop overnight.
Everything you come
Her
and talk the
hair
same
is not grown overnight.
You're going on
And
like you was
according to
there.
you, she's not a child anymore because that is the ideology of Islam. Now,
No, biology, not
let
ideology.
me
You
come
know
back to you.
biology?
Let me come back to you, sir.
You know biology?
If the
Maybe you
surah,
was a late woman and you had your
if the
period when you
Surah
were 22 or
65 verse
something.
4
Not like a normal
encouraging
woman
you
who was
and
12.
allowing to divorce a child who is yet to have her period,
Ideology,
and then
biology
before
is
you to
different.
divorce her,
Different.
you are marrying her and having sex with her. Okay, what is the label
Biologically,
for
if
that
she has
act?
menstruation, you can have sex with
If
her.
her
Yes.
mom and dad allowed it, why are you so unhappy about it?
Sorry?
I don't know by
If
law,
her
but
mom and dad allowed it,
biologically, yes.
why are you so upset about it?
Why I'm so upset
Yeah.
if the family or someone else give a permission for someone else to come and have a sex with my child.
He got married to her, then he had sex. Yeah,
No,
don't
she has
say.
to give permission.
Sir,
too.
Yeah.
are you
If a
hearing
marriage
what
is
you are
consummated,
saying?
she has to give permission.
Someone else
She has
is
to give
giving
permission.
permission
She cannot
for
get married
someone to go
against
and
her
have
will.
sex with
Her
this
dad-
lady.
her
She cannot get married
Her
against
father-
her will.
This gentleman is
she
giving
gave
permission for you to go and
No,
have sex
she
with
gave
this lady.
permission for the marriage.
Is that
In
acceptable?
Islam, she needs to give
Is that
permission.
acceptable?
We're not talking about
That's not
2020.
acceptable.
I just told you.
That's not acceptable.
2020 is
With
not-
sunglasses,
She gave
without
permission.
sunglasses, it
She
is
gave
not
permission.
acceptable at
2020
all.
is
She
not-
didn't give permission. You are
Yes,
such
she
a
gave
liar.
permission.
Give me
She
your
has to
evidence.
give permission to be married in
Give
Islam.
me your evidence.
If she did not give permission,
Give me
then
your
they was
evidence.
not married.
Give me your evidence.
But they was married, so
Give
she
me
gave
your
permission.
evidence. Give me your evidence.
That's it.
Give me your evidence.
At 9.
Give me your evidence.
She was biologically
Of
mature
course,
to have 9.
sir, let me help you. There is very big difference from 6 to 9. Okay? At 6 years old, your boobs are not grown yet. At 9 years old, your boobs are not grown yet.
Your brain's not grown.
Yeah, and then brain. But according to Muslims, it is acceptable.
Yes,
That is the
biologically
mindset
acceptable.
you
is
going on
taking
about
over
the
Islam.
future?
Biologically acceptable.
Listen,
Under this law could be different compared
He
to
says yes. He says
Do you
yes.
think it's acceptable?
Today, no,
Yes.
it's not. No, no,
think
it's
today, not
acceptable to
today.
sleep with a
Yes.
child?
Can we get rid of Surah 65 verse 4?
Biologically
Can we get rid of
Yes.
Surah 65 verse 4?
Whatever the age can be.
Sir,
it's
if this is
16
not
or if it's
acceptable
10,
today,
that's the age
can we
that
get
they're
rid of
matured
this?
at.
You think
Yes.
that's- Do you know what that's called?
I don't know what that is called.
Paedophilia.
Okay.
Yeah, but look,
And they don't have any problem.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
They don't have any problem with that.
mate, that was then. It's
not what we call.
100 years
It's,
ago.
that's not the case, sir. That is not the case.
I'm trying to get this misconception out of the way. Yeah? Look, 100 years ago, what was the law to get married to a girl?
Yeah, I totally know what you're saying, but that's not the point. The point is he's seen
It
as the
is in
perfect
the
example
Quran.
today.
It is in the
No,
Quran.
but listen,
Sir, it is in the Quran.
my friend, all right, look, he had loads of enemies. Yeah? How come none of them ever said that?
Probably because he killed them all.
No, he never did. What do you mean?
He never- he did.
left his homeland. He left his homeland.
He was the
and went away.
man. No, sir, he didn't leave his.
Hey, Jesus was the murderer.
Sir,
Jesus
sir.
was the murderer.
Now you are
Yeah.
you are trying to defend.
In Luke, look in the Bible. In Luke,
Where?
he says, "Whoever don't believe in me, bring my enemies and slay them in front of me."
When?
Luke
Where?
17:29.
Not 1729. Come up with better reference.
1927.
Open up. Open up. Open up.
I haven't got the book.
Open up, sir. You
I
could
haven't
go to Google. Go to the Google. Here's the bottom line. Have you noticed? He
Okay.
came to me.
Does
He
Jesus-
wanted to defend what his prophet did to Aisha.
Yeah.
He knows he cannot
Aisha
defend
never
it
existed, by the way.
because it is in the Quran,
stories
and
created
he's quite
by
happy
Muhammad
to
never-
practice
sorry,
those things.
Muhammad of Islam
And now
never existed.
they start saying,
didn't
"Oh,
exist.
it is
Did
all
exist,
right.
Muhammad.
It is all right.
The-
She
the
was
true
old
Muhammad,
enough.
he was a fighter.
She was still
And
a
he-
child."
he
And
fought
what
against
happens
the
is
Byzantines.
now they are going to
And
attack
this, book
Lord
is
Jesus
full of
Christ.
evidence.
Why? Because they
the-
know
the
their
Bible
perfect example is
is
burning in
full.
hell right
The
now.
New Testament
Therefore,
is-
they will attack Lord Jesus Christ.
His
Please
enemies
attack
didn't-
Lord Jesus
his
Christ.
enemies didn't say that though, did he? Yeah? And look, he left his country. he
Sir,
left his own
enemies
place
called him
because
liar.
enemies-
Even his wives called him as a magic under the
They
magic.
never existed.
Really? Do you have
Yeah,
evidence for
yeah, I
that?
have, yeah. Especially Jesus.
Where's your evidence?
Muhammad is a nickname
Where is your
given
evidence?
to a man who was really gifted.
Yeah.
Muhammad, Al-Muhammad, Al-Mumajjad. This Turkish woman, she inherits Islam from her family, and then all of a sudden she decides to change her religion, which is nothing wrong with that. But
Absolutely.
she has to be fair. She needs to criticize Christianity more. Why? Because Christianity, we have no proof, no evidence, and we have the first New Testament was written after the death of Jesus, at least 50 years, when St. Matthew the Greek.
Did you hear the argument?
Listen,
Do you
so
hear the
don't feed me
argument?
this shit.
So
Don't be-
because I am
don't be
ex-Muslim,
racist against one
therefore,
religion.
as well as I critique Islam, I should critique Christianity.
All religion
And how I do critique Christianity according to him? Because Bible is written, Gospels are written after the death of Jesus.
And then what you gonna do
Gospels
about
are
it?
biography of Jesus. It tells his
this
birth,
religion created.
his
All
life, his
religion
death,
are
and his
fabricated.
resurrection. Of course, it is written
There is
after
no true
Jesus.
religion.
What a
That means
stupid
the truth is
argument.
not
Now
absolute.
people are bringing the speaker's corner. Now let me come back to you, sir. Do you want me to get rid of
Just-
Surah 65 verse 4?
Can you get rid of you, please? That's it.
Do you want me to get rid of Surah 65 verse 4?
And Jesus was a Muslim, by the way, all right?
No, sir.
Yes, he was.
Jesus called
1927.
You know what it means to be a Muslim?
Jesus called God the Father. Allah is Father to no
was a
one.
Muslim in
Jesus
John
never
chapter 5,
prayed
verse
and
13.
Jesus never said
Jesus said he was a
Shahada
Muslim.
the way Muslims
Yeah.
do. So
Jesus
Jesus is not
was-
Muslim.
yes, he was.
That is the rubbish argument
Jesus
for Muslims to
not
defend what their stupid prophet did.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're stupid. I'm not Muhammad. Look at me. I don't look like Muhammad. I have boobs. Muhammad did. I don't know if he had
You don't
boobs.
have. We can't see. I don't think you were
Islam
just like
is
to have a husband.
fabricated. in the time of the
Is that the
Abbasids.
best argument you have for your
It's
stupid
not argument,
prophet?
I'm just telling you the truth.
by the Abbasids.
So, can Muslims explain it to me how beautiful their prophet was? This gentleman approached me, and then he's apparently not happy, but his prophet did. Bottom line is this: people do lots of crazy things, but the one you look up is the example you've got to follow. Muhammad's supposed to be the best example, not people who lived 100 years ago, not people who lived 300 years ago. Muhammad, as a perfect example, thought it was all right for him to climb the top of a child. That's not only enough. He puts that verse in the Quran so that people can practice that today. Yet, Muslim is identifying that action today as a pedophilia. But if I verbalize it, I am called that comes from the followers of religion of peace. Do you see the problem? Do you see the problem? That is the problem. Problem is, Quran states Muhammad is the perfect pattern. As you look at his life, you get to see actually Muhammad not even close to be perfect. And what Muslims do is they feel they are ashamed of their prophet. They feel their prophet is discrediting them and humiliating them with the actions he did. Therefore, they simply don't even want to come up with proper response. Please do keep away from me, because I will tell you about Lord Jesus Christ, and then I will tell you how dangerous Islam is. Keep away from me. If you don't want to know about the truth, keep away from me. If you want to find about,
Erdogan, my God.
following Islam, what do you expect? He is the follower of Islam.